Hi, and welcome to the business of being a virtual assistant. I'm Tiffany Parson, and you're watching and listening to episode number 174. Now, I just wrapped up our 30 days of reading. We read the book by Valerie Burton, Successful Women Think Differently. If this is your first time listening or watching the podcast, grab your copy of this amazing book. Then head on over to Facebook and watch. I think there are 5 videos that I did, 5 live Facebook videos we did as a community, reading the book together, going through the reading guide. We did 2 to 3 chapters a week, and we just finished it. It was a fantastic read, and it's one of those books that you go back to help you do your own personal coaching as you going through different things in your business and in life, just to recharge you. So anyway, I am high off of that Facebook Live and thought, you know what? I am going to come right on over here and record the podcast. I am sitting in the floor in my office right now, recording this. I had the lights set up perfectly for the Facebook Live, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead while I am in the moment and record this episode. I want to talk to you about hunger. And I want to talk to you about how hungry are you for what you want out of life, and specifically your virtual assistant business. When we have our needs met, it can be difficult to push forward when we encounter adversity or fear, for that matter. What I mean by that in relation to your business is that if you're working a full-time job and you're also wanting to start a virtual assistant business, or your business has started it, you're full-time, your business has started it, you've got a set number of clients, but you need more clients. Or let me not say the word need, you could use more clients. However, your full-time job satisfies the needs. And that's where we aren't hungry anymore. I just had a moment. I think I know what book we're going to read for the next set. So anyway, so you're not hungry anymore. I mean, your needs are met. So it's like financially, there is no reach. So you got to figure out what else is my reach, because my job is taking care of my household needs, my family needs, the financial needs. My job is taking care of that. When your job is not taking care of that, whether it's just not enough money, or you're working part-time, or you're working no time, you are laid off, then you're hungry because you do want more clients, and we could get in a state of desperation and expect anything. And that's not where you want to be either. You don't want to just accept anything, but you want to be in the sweet spot where you are hungry and you're willing to try this, try that, try this, and see what works, tweak it, push forward, move in it, even when you're afraid. I had to think way back to when I first started, and I was not hungry financially, but my other hunger, my other reach was that I did not like working in an office. I didn't like being on someone else's schedule every single day. It was like having my hands tied behind my back and then someone telling me, okay, take the tie off, but use your teeth. So if hands are behind you, but I got to take it off with my teeth, it's like I'm stuck. And that's what I did not like about being in office. And it wasn't necessarily the place where I worked, although I didn't really like the place where I was working. The job itself, if I could have picked up my work and taken it home, that would have been perfect. I would have loved to be able to do the job I was doing in that cube of 4. It was a cube of 4. It's 4 of us. Although, 2 of them would be out a lot. But anyway, if I could take my work home and be at home, you guys would have never known who I was. I wouldn't have been on social media. I wouldn't have been on YouTube. I wouldn't have podcasts. I wouldn't be doing any of this. I'd still be doing those reports from the house, chilling hard. However, that wasn't the case. I had to go to work. I had to go to work. Even when I wasn't feeling so great, it's like, oh my, I got a headache. I wasn't feeling so good. Still had to go. Still had to push. That was the hunger for me. That was my drive because I wanted to be home. So when Thursdays came, Friday, like clockwork, I was on it. I looked forward to Thursday. That was the start for me to start looking for projects for the weekend. That was the start. And the ball rolled from there because I was on it like clockwork because I was hungry to get home. Now, for those of you that are in it, let's fast forward. You're in it. You're no longer at the starting blocks. You're not hungry because you have the clients that you want. However, you know that you still need to have that pipeline filling up, collecting more clients, even if they're on the waiting list, simply because projects end. Nothing's guaranteed. People talk about job security. They're afraid to start a business. Those who have the desire to start a business but are afraid talk about job security. But jobs aren't guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. The only guarantee is you. And that's if you work, you push. And this is where I want to help you find that push because there gets a time, I've experienced it myself, where you're not hungry anymore. And you got to find a different drive. If it's not financial, if it's not circumstance, what is it? What is your drive? If it's you want to be home and have a flexible schedule for your kids, that's got to drive you. That's got to be enough to move you. If it's not enough to move you outside of where you are now, you got to find something else. You got to find something else. Because if your full plate fell to the floor today, are you ready to handle that? This is why we got to keep the pipeline going. I've talked about it in past podcasts about continue to market yourself. We know we have to do that. In our head, we know. However, action-wise, where are we doing it? And then you find out, okay, why am I not doing this? I need to do this. I know my pipeline needs to I need to do this. But you lost your drive. You lost your hunger that you had when it was new. Maybe you've been in your VA business for a while and you transitioned to a new service and you were so excited about that service. You wake up every morning. I can't wait to talk to my clients about it. Can't wait to jump on it. Can't wait to talk about it. Where is that? Is that gone? What's happening that you're no longer hungry? What's happening that you no longer have the drive? Let's say you do have the drive. You are promoting yourself. Your pipeline is filling up. You letting people know you have a wait list. However, in another area of your life, the drive is gone. You're just going through the motions. Oh, you create a meal plan, do the grocery list, you cook, go to bed, same routine, same thing to the point that it's on autopilot. You just know what to do, you do it, but there's no drive, there's no excitement, there's no hunger, there's no seeking to learn new things. That could be it. Is it time to learn something new? Is it time to try something new? Something that you've always wanted to do that you've never done. Is it time for that? And if it is, go to our friend Google, do a little research, see what it takes. Send some emails, make some phone calls, do what you need to do to find out what do you need to do to get into it, to get involved, whatever the case may be. I don't want you to lose what you have. I want you to regain what you lost. This is why in Daymond John's book, Power of Broke, I think is the name of it. I think it's called Power of Broke. I'm going to look it up since I'm right here. Computer's in front of me. I think that's his book, but that's the point of that book, is that when you're hungry, you go after it. You go after it hard. You can't see anything else because you got to get it. You want that. That is your goal. That is your thing. When I wanted to get home, I couldn't see anything else. I just want to get home. I want to get out of this office. That was the goal. That was the goal. So when you have it, so here's something to keep in mind when we talk about nothing is guaranteed. If you've ever experienced a layoff, a firing, a foreclosure, a almost foreclosure, a bankruptcy, a almost bankruptcy, I'm thinking about extreme loss, a repossession, a almost repossession, extreme loss. Then that alone, the experience, makes you hungry. It makes you not want to be in that situation again. Or does it? Or does it make you want to give up? I hope it doesn't make you want to give up. I hope it ignites the fighter in you. The fact that you are a business owner, you're watching this, you're listening to this, you got to be a business owner. That's the title of the podcast. You're a fighter. Real business owners have to be fighters. And what happens in fights? Both sides get hit. Both sides get hit. Both sides fall down. Both sides get back up. We start it all over again, right? And we keep going until we have our winner. And the good part about your fight is that as long as you continue to get up, as long as you don't quit, you're going to win. How do I know this? It's your fight. It's your fight. It's your fight. Most likely you're battling against fears, some stuff somebody else put on you, an imaginary horrible situation that hadn't even happened, won't even happen. In those situations I was talking about, the almost devastation of loss of job, house, car, if you've ever hit that, I mean, that's bottom. Where can you go from there? Up. Nowhere else to go but up. So I encourage you to get hungry. Get hungry for your business. Get hungry for your life. Get hungry for your family. Get hungry. Go after something it's so big in your mind that it scares you. If it's in your mind, I want you to write it down. Tonight when we were doing the last habit number 9 of the book, and habit 9 is write it down. So you got this big dream, write it down. You want to have a virtual assistant firm where you subcontract to other virtual assistants, and your responsibility is to bring in the business. Write it down. For those of you that work full time, I want you to consider this. Your employer has to market just like you do as a business owner. If they stop promoting, if they stop marketing today, if they started doing, when they're doing community outreach, volunteering, all this stuff. That's marketing and promotion. So people know their name in your community, name recognition. If they stopped all that, guess what? Over time, guess whose jobs go away? Yours. So in your business, if we stop promoting and marketing, over time, we're out of business. So we're going to get hungry. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce our book. Y'all, I have not read this book. I think I downloaded it on Kindle a while back. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just got off that other Facebook Live and I was like, I got to research what our next book is. But I know what our next book is just because of the topic that came to mind. And I'm looking real quick on my Kindle to see if I I think I downloaded the audio version. So can you guess by now what our book is going to be? We're going to read Power of Broke. I think it'll be helpful to read stories of other business owners and entrepreneurs that got their power from having nothing, because we got to get hungry. I know being solo in your business, those of you who it's just you don't have a team, it gets lonely. You feel like you're by yourself. I don't want you to feel that way. I'm here for you. There are other virtual assistants on the Facebook page. We got virtual assistants in the Inner Circle, which is our monthly membership program. We're a community here. And if you haven't tapped into the community in some way, I challenge you to do that. How do you do that? How do you tap into our community so we can support each other? Let me give you a few ways. So let me give you the paid way first, and that is the monthly membership. It's called the Virtual Assistant Business Owner Circle. And there is skills training there. We do our live coaching once a month as a group, the fourth Tuesday of the month. Go to tiffanyparson.com, click on memberships, and that's where you'll find information about the membership program. Every single week, not every single 3 weeks, you get a weekly action plan. And then that fourth week is where we meet live on Zoom, on camera. I like to see everybody. I understand I won't always get to see everybody, but I like to see everybody. And we do coaching. And people talk about what they're going through, their challenges. We ask questions. We're all in this together, and I'm here to coach you along the way and to get you there and to help you think about things that you may not have considered. One of my strengths, and I hear this over and over again from clients, from those in the coaching program, from friends, from family, I help them see things in a different way. I always hear back, I didn't think about it like that. And for me to be able to provide that, it's like it's automatic. It's like all of a sudden, bing, and it comes, and then I'm able to share it. I'm not on purpose trying to help you think differently. That's just how I think. And so when we come together, that's what I help you with. I'm also a trailblazer in this with you as a virtual assistant business owner. I've just been in it a little longer than you have. Maybe I'm more daring than you are because I left my corporate job as a consultant and just jumped in feet first. And yeah, I was hungry because I did not have a backup plan. But the beauty of that is that it was just me. So what my needs were low. So anyway, Power of Broke is going to be our book for our next 30 days. I'm going to give us a 2-week break. So I'll bring it up again. I'm going to order the book so I can actually hold it. There was a time where I had an audio book phase, a Kindle book phase. I'm going back to the feel the book phase. So I'll order that and be able to show it to you on the next podcast. But if you're like, I'm going to go get my book now, go get your book now. I'm going to order mine. And we're going to read Power of Broke together. I'm excited about that. I look forward to that. That was a paid way to connect with the community. What's the other way to connect with the community? Come over to the Facebook page. When you get there, introduce yourself in the pinned post at the top. It's a big old yellow image. It says share your specialty, introduce yourself there. Let me know what your specialty is in your virtual assistant business. The Facebook page is facebook.com/TBBVA. That's for the business of being a virtual assistant. Now, if you didn't understand, if my Southern accent got in the way from the acronym, I will have the link in the description and also in the show notes, so you'll be able to find it very easily there. Now, if you're wondering about how you can find out when I go live, when the podcast goes live, then make sure that you text 33777. Go ahead and text the words VA START. That gets you added to the VIP list so that you're the first to know when I go live and the podcast and anything else in between. So thank you so much for your time and for listening. I didn't mean to go this long. So anyway, I appreciate you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in our community, either in our monthly membership program or over on the Facebook page, or even better, both. You have a wonderful and fantastic day.